Was just looking at my maps for today, and after 2 days of pretty much all downhill, it's time to go back up as I head towards Glacier. And when I mean up, I mean up. We're talking a few thousand feet for the next couple days easily, over 30-mile stretches. Guys, I really can't believe that I'm about to say this, but I found him. I'm supposed to take this lodgepole exit, but there's this sign that says must call river extension 17 kilometers down. And I'm really hoping that doesn't mean that this road has like an unpassable area, but we'll find out. Oh guys, so I just remembered a dream I had last night that was not really the most pleasant of dreams. I was riding Coco, and then all of a sudden I started feeling a bounce. When I looked down, the top tube had cracked all the way through. Elko Volunteer Fire Department. That's about it. So I just had to take a bit of an extended lunch break. My left knee is acting up a little bit, so I took some Advil and rested for about 45 minutes, and now it's pretty much all better. More pavement pounding, a little bit more highway riding, but then it's pretty much all off-road until I get to the border. I'm so stoked. That's a huge milestone. We got the custom station coming up in 11K. Here's the first sign for it. So here's where the bypass that I took meets up with the standard Tour Divide route. Normally I'd be coming down off that thing, but maybe next time. Oh, we're so close. Nearly there. I don't know what that was. Customs! Look! Yeah! America, gonna welcome me home. So back there is the US-Canada border and customs that I just crossed through, which means I'm done with map number 1, or the Canada map of the Great Divide route, and I'm now on the US version. So now that I've crossed into Montana, I still have about 10 miles to go until the campground that I'm going to be staying at, but it looks super flat, so hopefully I'll be all right. That would put me at around 70 miles for today, but luckily I'm feeling all right. And yeah, it's freaking awesome. I'm back in America. All right, but before I go to my campground, I'm running across the street. There's a place, a lady just told me that there's a restaurant just over this way, and I'm so hungry. I'm about to go buy whatever they have. Actually, everything they have. All right, I'm at my campsite, and I ended up just doing 66 miles. I'm a little down on myself that I didn't hit the 70, but it's all good. So now I just have to find my campsite and how to get there. Check that out. Yeah. Bye, Eureka. So on this episode, I figured I'd do a little bit of talking about the importance of proper nutrition when doing things like this. Because compared to a normal lifestyle, this is very calorically demanding. And not only calorically, but the vitamins and amino acids you need to keep your body flowing properly without getting that epic bonk that most people experience when they outpush their muscle and their muscle isn't able to uptake that energy quick enough for the amount that you're pushing out. Now, I shoot for around 4,000 plus calories a day. Now that usually means that at one point during the day I have to stop and get one hearty meal somewhere, which includes at least a 2,000 calorie uptake. Because, I mean, the nature of this thing, you really can't carry too much on your bike with you at a time. So, like, the importance of food and planning where you're going to eat and how you're going to do it is so important. Now, I say 4,000 calories, but I'm going to put that a little lightly, because what is really, really important when you're doing something like this is getting the B12 from protein sources like meats and things, as well as a high amount of fat. Because a lot of people are like, oh, fat, you're going to get fat. No. Surprisingly, it's very counterintuitive. Fat is a big, big molecule that takes a lot of energy to break down, and then to be converted back into fat takes a lot more energy. Whereas when you eat simple sugars and things, they're already broken down. Your body doesn't have to go through the metabolic process of breaking it down into its key elements before it can be rebuilt back up, because that's just how our body works. So try not to get all these lean substances, these fat-free, low-carb. You need that stuff out here. It is super important, and it is probably like the key factor that keeps you going, is eating before you really need to. I mean, and of course drinking lots and lots of fluids. I put away over 1 gallon to 2 gallons a day, depending on pretty much how hard the ride is going. That's a cool shot. Here's another Wanderlust free tip. For all you triathletes and cyclists and endurance athletes out there, instead of shooting for PRs all the time and speed, shoot for weight. Because man, when you drop it, oh, that'll feel better than any day that you're riding quick, I'll tell you what. Break time. And it's shaded. All right, I'm officially back in the middle of nowhere, where I like to be. So one observation I have about Montana as opposed to, one thing I really notice about Montana compared to Canada is that you see trees going into much higher elevations, and I'm sure that has to do with latitudes and things, because that's all that really changed since then. Either that, or I'm not nearly as high as I think I am. And usually it's the opposite of that. Look at how colorful those rocks are. I don't know if you can, hold on. There you go. Oh man. It's like rainbow. Stopping here at a noted spot on the adventure cycling maps for this sign. I checked it out, and it's called the Sons of Rest in Mountain Meadows. And this was originally the first kind of unofficial campsite from once you leave the valley down there. And not too long back, I guess 1933, a group called the Sons of Rest built a cabin up here that they could use to kind of escape their daily lives, is what it says, and just enjoy nature. And freaking A, I could see why. Hold on, let me turn around so you can see the view on the other side of the road. Sick. But yeah, in 1949 it says a snowslide came down this way and wiped out the cabin, which you can still kind of see the remnants right there. Everything just changed from, green to red, just like literally there's a line. And now it's all red. Sick. I'll give you one guess what happened here. Comment below if you think you know. But it's pretty obvious. 17 miles and 3,000 feet of vertical gain. This is the Whitefish Divide, and now it is downhill for equally 17 miles. And then I continue along that for another maybe 30 into Whitefish. Ow! This is why we don't mind the up. So overcome by the view that I didn't notice for a quarter mile that my phone had slipped out of my holder and was gone. That's the view that nearly lost me my cell phone. So I am now about 20 miles into the 32 mile stretch that I volunteered to do today that I was not planning to do. And lovely thing is that the last 12 are literally going up to another pass that is at the same level as the Whitefish Pass from earlier. I think 8 miles or so. But dude, I feel like a zombie. I cannot wait to get there. And it's shitty because it's gonna be at least an hour. Maybe I shouldn't say this far from the top, but at least my legs are hanging on and I'm not bonking. So a silver lining, right? All right, that's halfway. 6 miles to go. And I'm getting dusted. Oh. God damn. Fucking made it. I freaking made it. This place that I was trying to ride to. Worth it? I think so. Oh, I think the contrast is too much. Yeah, animal.